going out there in motorcycle land, wherever we are. Now we are on the way to the Great Ocean Road, travelling on the southeastern. We are going to go through the tunnel, the Burnley Tunnel, to show you guys what it's like to get through on a motorcycle through the Burnley Tunnel here in Richmond. Then that goes on to the Westgate Bridge, then the Westgate Bridge onto Geelong Road, or Geelong Freeway, Princess Highway, whatever you'd like to call it. Yeah, it's the last day of winter here in Melbourne, Victoria. I think it's the 31st of August, September, yeah. It's the last day of winter. It's been raining really bad here in Melbourne the last 3 days. Don't know what the Great Ocean Road is going to be like. Thought I'd get out and about while we've got a nice day. As you can see here, hope camera, everything's working fine. Here we go, we've got a bit of traffic, but there always is traffic. Burnley Tunnel's an experience, guys, so stay with us till we get into the Burnley Tunnel. Then over the Westgate. Gear for today. What are we wearing to the Great Ocean Road? It's showing 12 degrees. And what are we going to wear today? Well, I'm wearing my, if you can see that, Cave Master touring pants from Dunedin. I've got my Dunedin Cave Master 2 jacket. Underneath that I've got a t-shirt. There's no thermal liner in the jacket. People are saying, "Ooh, you're going to freeze." No, I won't, because I have my Venturi heated jacket on. So next is a heated jacket underneath the t-shirt, on top of the t-shirt. Then on top of that today, what I'm going to wear is my Alpine Star Tech 5 airbag. Now I've got the airbag on now. I've set it with my app. Geez, look at the traffic. Wow, maybe I should have gone the other way, but I wanted to do the Burnley Tunnel. Anyway, I'm wearing my Tech 5 airbag jacket. This has saved a couple of people that I know their lives. One went over a cliff and the bike landed on his neck. The airbag went off. It stopped the airbag stopped him from his glandular being collapsed by the bike. Emergency services took 2 hours to get to Alex, but they got to him and took him to the hospital. He had no injuries. Mind you, he went over a cliff. In hospital, they found he had an artery blocked. 99% blocked. Any week or any day he would have gone down with a heart attack. So not only did the airbag save his life, the hospital saved his life by finding out that he had a blocked artery. The police on scene couldn't believe that was the only injury he had, was his blocked artery. That saved him. Another mate I know got hit in the backside, went over the bonnet, smashed the windscreen, got out with no injuries because of the Tech Air 5 airbag. Alpine Star. Anyway, I'll do a bit of a review, a bit better about this later on. Now, I'm getting too hot. My helmet is starting to get too warm in here. So I'm going to have to turn the jacket off for a while until we get... Geez, it's already gone to... All of a sudden the temperature ambient's gone to 15 degrees. No wonder I'm getting a bit warm in this jacket. I want to do all these buttons too. Westgate Bridge, Burnley Tunnel. Oh God, look at this. This is going to be horrible in this tunnel. The tunnel is going to be that full, it's not funny. Anyway, a bit more about Victorian roads we need to know. I'm on top, before the roads, DFJR, fully loaded. I think I'm carrying about, I don't know, I think about 12, I should have weighed it all. I'm carrying about 12 kilos of weight. I've got my tank bag, trusty tank bag with everything I need right now. And I've got my Venturi bag on the back. I didn't bring my 79 litre RJ's bag, because, you know, what are you going to do with such a big bag on the back? All I got in the bag is tyre repair kit, tool kit, a hoodie in case it's cold down there when I go to the pub for something to eat, change the t-shirts in case I sweat this t-shirt out, because this jacket is starting to get too hot. I might turn this thing off actually. Oh, that's better. You can feel it immediately. The Venturi heated jacket. Wow, boy, did I go the wrong way. Now that's another thing about Melbourne roads. On a freeway like this, if there's an accident or a breakdown, it's all over. It is all over for hours upon hours upon hours. So let's hope this freeway we're going on, the Geelong Highway, is notorious for accidents. It's notorious for breakdowns. Oh, not notorious for breakdowns, but you know what I mean. So we've got to be very careful. Well, after we go through the tunnel, we get onto the Westgate Bridge, you'll see all the traffic heading towards Geelong. The other problem is they haven't finished the road. They've been working on this road since I can remember. I avoid going west because of the roads. You know, you're taking your life in your own hands, realistic, especially on a bike. So a lot of people go to Sorrento and take the ferry from Sorrento to Queenscliff. But I'm a rider. I want to ride. Didn't figure to take this long to get into the tunnel, but it has. So plan of attack with the blog today is we're going to do the tunnel, do the Westgate Bridge, a little bit of the freeway for part one, turn it off, then get to the turn it off, then get to the Great Ocean Road. I'm going to charge the camera, take it off the helmet and charge it and see how much charge I can get out of it, because I want to run a full ride from the start of the Great Ocean Road right through to Lorne. Now the distance is great, so I'm not too sure how it's going to handle it. Closed. Something said it was closed, but they would have warned us well before then. Paying a first gear. You know, if I'd gone the long way around, used my beach road and onto the bridge, I think I would have been there by now. But hey, it's not about the destination as other people claim. It's about the journey there. Oh, get some cool air going. I've got this windscreen. And there's a lot of noise in the tunnel, especially with these trucks. You see their exhaust systems get right up to the roof, and noise bounces around like you will not believe in there. Scratch on a ZX, my ZX-10R, just put her in neutral, rev the bike up to $7 grand, $8 grand, blows flames out the back, looks really good in the tunnel. Anyway, speed limit's 80 k's, we're going to stick to 80 k's. Because this place is flooded with speed cameras, and our government here in Victoria needs the money. So where do they get the money from? Hard-working people. Where also they get the money from? We're going over Richmond. Got a pretty good view around here. There it is, Westgate Bridge, Little Plain, M1 and Kingsway. We are heading into the Burnley Tunnel. You gotta watch your speed here, guys. Stacks of speed cameras. You don't want to give them any extra, believe me. Entering the Burnley Tunnel. Camera's set right. They can override your radio, your FM radio, and give you traffic reports. Don't like being next to trucks. But then again, nowadays trucks are pretty good drivers, I reckon. They know what's going on. Ted the Trucker. I've got him on my Facebook. Great bloke, mate. Round to earth Australian. No mucking around. Says it as it is. Doesn't care if he offends, as long as the majority claim that he's right. There's a couple of big boys You'd imagine if it was raining now. Outside, look how dirty that truck is. Mud will be flying this way, this way, this way. They've got to admit, they've got a nice road, nicely cambered, very smooth under here in the tunnel. It takes a couple of minutes, I think, to get through. I think we can see light at the end of the tunnel. If Jay's running like a dream, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. When you see the light you want to get on the gas, it's like coming out of a turn. There's someone from behind. This bloke's just chilling out. We're out of the tunnel. And that's the Westgate Bridge. Oh, Westgate, that's the Burnley Tunnel. Pretty good. Get the speed back up to 80 k's. The road's opened up. Next destination is the Westgate Bridge, Geelong. Now I know the roadworks are going up along here. Look at the beautiful city Melbourne is. Big high rises. South Bank, the edge of the city, the CBD. Look at this rig. FJ's cruising along. We'll see how we go with fuel economy today. We'll see how many Ks we can do on a full tank, which I expect about 350 going at this rate. She's only, what are we doing? We're in 5th gear. Let's go to 4th. No, we're in 5th gear. No, now we're in 5th gear. 2,750 RPMs at 77 Ks. Might be 80 Ks. Bit of a boring ride along Geelong Freeway, guys. So we're going to do the Westgate Bridge, give you blokes, get off the right lane, Jim. We're going to give you guys a look at the Westgate Bridge, how it looks up there. It's really high. We're getting a bit of wind actually. I think the wind's going to be up, which is a good test for the FJR. Last time I went to the Great Ocean Road, it was pouring down rain. So looking forward to this. And the wife and kids are at home. Here in Victoria we have a staffing problem. Now they're not going to school today because there's no teachers for their classes, so they're going to work from home. The wife's going to give them a bit of a hand. Not that she knows much about year 10s and year 14s, but year 7s or whatever, but give them a bit of a hand. You know, it's not the teacher shortage, guys, here in Melbourne. You may hear our government's talking about teacher shortage. It's not the teacher shortage. It's the exodus from the industry. Okay, and that is in every industry. It's not the nurses that we're short of. It's the exodus from the industry. People are leaving the industry. Okay, that's the way to the airport. See over there? That's the Balti Bridge. We'll do that another day as well. Gee, she's cruising along nicely. I would have expected a little bit more traffic, but hey, she sorted herself out. Todd Road exit. Those service stations were here when the bridge went up. When they finished the bridge off, I think they finished the bridge off when? 1978, 77. Famous bridge. Google the Westgate Bridge, Melbourne, Victoria. It collapsed when I was back in when I was 8 years old. I do remember some of the kids I went to school with, their fathers were on the project. No, all of them survived. A lot didn't. Anyway, you want to learn about the history of the Westgate Bridge, Google it. You'll be very in shock how our unions and how our government leaders handled the poor people that worked on this bridge. But anyway, here we go. We're heading up the Westgate. Everyone's got their lanes. It's 80 kilometres an hour. You won't find many people speeding along here because it's flooded with speed cameras. I'm 5W. Am I 5? No, I'm 4W. I'm in lane 4W doing 74 k's. No one's behind me. Great view. They've put up all these barriers here now. Because when the casino opened up in 95, people were going there to try to make a fortune. And they betted everything. And then they took a taxi to the west gate, told the driver to pull over, and they'd jump. We've had a lot of suicides off this bridge. A hell of a lot of suicides. We've had people threatening to jump off it. The bridge has been shut down for, you know, once it got shut down for 8 hours. Because you had some maniac up there threatening to jump. He never did. He was the lucky one. We had some bloke pull up and throw one of his kids off the bridge. Horrible stuff, mate. Absolutely horrible. Look up the history of the Westgate Bridge. Anyway, we're at the top of her now. Should have got over in that left lane. You could have seen a bit over there. All the factories, Spotswood. Spotswood, once you could get a house for a song, literally. I'm not joking. And now, who knows what it's worth. Williamstown's another good one. We're doing a ride through Williamstown one day for you guys to have a look. We're coming to the end of the Westgate Bridge. Hopefully everybody knows where everybody is. I do. The start of the M1 to Geelong.